Hello, hello, my beautiful. Welcome to Magic for Magic, the experiment. I'm so happy to have you here. I feel your presence. Thank you so much for being in this space. Thank you for being you. This is our 21-day storytelling challenge together starting in December. And if you here, you are a purpose-driven female entrepreneurs who are ready to be seen and get spoiled by life. And if you here, you can feel the energy and the magic, like maybe more money and love and pleasure. And even more magical life is coming for you. And you can feel it. You're here because you're ready to join the movement of the women who are no longer conforming to the box, to how things supposed to be. The women who see their magic and speak their truth and create from pleasure and build movements that heals the world. And you will get abundantly rewarded and get spoiled by life. So this 21 days is about you sharing your truth with the world and launching your next missions and watch life's magic happen to you and for you, your life and your business. Because you know what? Like, what if What if life gets to be so unimaginably delicious and wildly magical when you finally tell your truth, when you finally live your truth and tell your story? What if all it takes is that you tell the story that's been in your heart all along? And when you see the magic within you soften into life and life meet you there. No more pushing, no more chasing, no more masks if you let it and if you allow yourself to be fully immersed in this space. I promise you, these 21 days will change your life. This is the 21 days of telling your story and inviting people into the magic of you and the magic of your world to meet life and meet you at the edge of your magic and bathe in the miracle that is your greatness, your visions, your message, the calling that you seek to share with the world. Life is the same. Oh, welcome, welcome. For me, I know that it's Metro Magic season when I literally feel like life is waiting to spoil me at my every move. Like literally, I'm literally feeling like life is like, okay, Tang, darling, what are you gonna do next? What do you want? What do you like? And my intention, this is the space where my intention became dangerous. Like, I wanna like, you wanna pay attention to where you put your intention to. Because literally earlier this month, I was like setting my intention like, well, it would feel great for me to have more cash flow coming into my business. So I start planning some cash campaign. I was like having this beautiful call with some beautiful soul, like bringing people into my world. And I came back and I opened my email. I received an email from this one client that we talked months ago, like earlier this year. And they confirmed to go ahead with a 5K project. Talk about match for magic. I was like, okay, really nice to have more cash. And he has come the cash. I was like, well, for this part, like I would love to, focus a little bit more on love and romance. I would like to have more love and romance happening in my life. And so like I was like, I'm single at the moment, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna like, I'm gonna stay open for this part of my life. I'm gonna stay open for love and romance. And I go on dating app and I started talking to people as well. And instead of just like doing it out of boredom or need, like I'm actually investing in the conversation. And something happened the other day. I've been coming to this co-working space for 6 months or more, and it's a very respectful space. I'm living in South Korea at the moment, and people don't really talk to each other as much here in this co-working space. And so I was like, oh, I'm just being open, but I didn't really expect that anything would happen in this space. But then someone was sitting across me, and I think we both find each other somewhat attractive. And then he started talking to me and saying something to me, and just right before we left for like a conference. And so I wrote him a sticky note, and now we're have each other contact and we're talking, and I'm like, wow, what is this? And then literally like man opening doors for me for multiple days in a row now. It's match for magic seasons. And then I was like, wow, I want more life. Like I'll be opening for more life, more truth, more fun, like more beautiful moments in life. And then I went to this Korean class. I'm like, okay, let's just like start studying more Korean now. I'm from Australia originally. And so I'm like, let's learn more Korean. And this Korean class lead to a dinner and a dance, like a dance night, like Latin dance, which is what light my heart. And I'm like, I didn't expect this. But wow, this is more life, right? And I went to like a pottery class, which is something I wanted to check out for a long time. And I had such a beautiful time. And like after I finished the class, I walked out on the street and I saw like this picture perfect sunshine that was shining on this bus stop with a person that's sitting there. And like it's autumn right now in Seoul, and the golden leaf was everywhere and it was flying. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Life is so beautiful. And so I asked for more life. And so life gave me more life through people, of course, through magic. And like the coffee shop ladies that I usually go to introduced me to a friend for the first time. And then all of a sudden now I have a new friend and we actually get along. And I get free breakfast. And I'm like, this is match for magic season. And I have you. You are here. And at the moment that I'm sharing this video with you, like I haven't even launched Match for Magic on social media or on my email yet. And there's like almost 10 of you who are already here. You found this space, right? And maybe there will be 50 of us, maybe there'll be 100 of us. Like, let's see how far we can go. This energy is being in love with life, being a lover and get spoiled by life. And it comes from seeing the magic within as well. You know, the last couple of days being in this energy is also including the moments of me meeting myself in my emotions, having like a knee on the earth moment, like seeing all the different part of me, the part that I'm proud of and the part that I was like wanting to run away from or has been suppressing, and learning to love all of it. Because when you see the magic within, you experience the magic without. Right. And so these 21 days together starting that we have starting on the 2nd of December, and the pre-game is starting next week. So the pre-game is gonna start 1 week earlier. This is how we're gonna rise together, ladies. So it's 21 days of storytelling, which means that you will be sharing your story every day for 21 days. Now, I'm not keeping a score on you, right? Of course, this is you feel the energy, you tune into it, you make it happen, right? And you can share your story in whichever way you choose, whether it is in your social media platform, on your blog, on your YouTube, telling people, just telling people, like sharing your story, sharing your truth. The last time I did the Match for Magic, this is actually literally what I did. It's actually I tune into this space and I tell you stories for 21 days and it's bring people into my world and it changed people's life. You have no idea how your story can change the world, how your story can heal souls. Right? So whichever ways you choose, when you step into this space, the devotion that we're gonna have, me as well, for each other, is that we're gonna be telling story every day for 21 days. And so of course, I will support you with the framework and creative way to tell your story. Like you know how do you build your story? How do you tell your story in a way that resonate with your audience? How do you tell your story in a way that actually help people transform? How do you tell your story in a way that leads you to the place that you wish to be? Right? So of course, like I'm gonna support you with that. This is what I do for a living. Like I run a marketing agency and I help people tell their story. Right? So that's the first part. And if you hear this space is called Match for Magic, right? So you know that I'm not just going to share with you the framework. This is a journey of seeing the magic within and experience the magic without. So it's it's the whole entire deeper journey of what it means to tell the story, live the story, and create the story as well. Right? This is not the type of the storytelling challenge that you expect. Probably. But if you're here in a space called Match for Magic, you'll probably already know that, right? So there's a story of the past, the story that has already happened that brought you here. For me, it's my cleft lip story that I will share with you. You know, I was born with a cleft lip, which is like a gap here on my lips, and I grew up for 18, 20 something years of my life, like believing and had people telling me that I'm not beautiful, including the people who are very close to me, right? And so I live in that shame for a very long time. And my life journey has been going through that journey of learning the beauty in me and seeing the magic in me and turn that into the mission that I'm now here to help people with and inviting you to be a part of this journey, right? And so that's the story of the past. And then the story of the present, every single moment of how you are living your life right now, this moment right here. Beautiful. I just had a moment. Mm. So the story of the present, how you're living your life right now, how you're living your life for it all, and realizing that every single minute that you're living right now is a story for you to tell later, or the story for you to tell later today. You know, if you're sharing what true and real in your life for you today, which is what I recommend, is this is not just about telling your hero story or that's what people call it, you know, your origin story, story of the past is also the story that shaped you in this very moment, what is true and alive for you now. And then the story you want to create, your vision, where you wish to be. The story that you get to build. We are dreamer, we are lover. Yeah, so the story that you get to build, you get to create, and you get to make come true, and the place that you get to lead people, there is that story that you can also get to tell on our 21 days together. All of a sudden, probably 21 days is not enough. We need a whole life to tell this story. And so this is us, this is our journey together. And yesterday I sat down and I wrote a little bit of like, okay, so if this is the second season of Natural Magic, like the last time we ran it, it was an incredible journey for some really beautiful souls to transform their life and opening up for that next chapter and that next level. And this round, like I thought about, okay, how can I make it even better? How I can make it even more transformational, even more beautiful for you, right? And I would love to invite you to step into this space with me, right? Because the more you tap into this, the more you channel into this energy, the more you give yourself to this work, the more magic will happen, and you know that. Yeah. So there is going to be 1 week of the pre-game starting next Tuesday in my time. It might be next Monday for you if you're in the US, and next early morning Tuesday for you if you're in the UK, in Australia. And so the pre-game is starting next week. The pre-game is where I'm going to share with you the frameworks. We're going to set intention, literally be ready because the universe is waiting for you at your doorstep, like literally frothing to be like, yeah, 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 darling, what are you gonna do? Let me amaze you, right? So next week is the framework. Set your energy and the energy and energetic for the work. I will share with you a couple of storytelling structure, and we're gonna set up our movement. Like, what are our intentions? What are our intentions? How do we want to move in the next 21 days, right? And also getting yourself like giving yourself the love and the energy and tap into the energy of being ready to share for 21 days, yeah, of your story as well. And so that's going to be the first week. I'll set you up with the framework first because then you have enough time to play. And so framework and intention is that's what we're doing on the pre-game week. The intention is also super important, whether it's your business, your love, your romance, life, What is it that you want to experience? Because you will experience the things that you don't even know exist or imagine, right? Like I didn't plan any of these like men coming into my life, romance life, beautiful moment, dance, um, business, cash. Like I move, I set an intention, I set an intention for, oh, it'll be awesome to have this, and here are the things that I'm going to do, right? So this is a movement that I'm going to make. And I don't know exactly what life will reward me with, which is why it's called natural magic. That's how it's happened. Yeah, so that's the pregame for us. And in the week one, we're gonna kick off the opening call. So week one, we'll kick off on the second. Um, and I'll make sure that I keep you updated with the time. We're gonna have our first call, and it's about seeing the magic within. This is about seeing your story and your truth. It's the emotional work. When you set an intention and when the universe is waiting for you to spoil you at the doorstep, not everything will flow in the same frequency. So some gonna come to you easily like that. Like let's say my cash, I was just like, I want more cash, and cash come, and then there's there will be things along the way, that emotions that come up without loving these part of ourselves, we won't be able to move forward, right? So this is a gift from life when you set an intention and you move. This is why this the first call is about seeing the magic within, about loving all the different part of you, seeing your story and your truth, um, having the emotion come up and learning to love it all and seeing the magic in all of these different parts. All the past 2 weeks, I've done more emotional work than I've ever done. Um, in like the week or 2 weeks prior, right? So love all these different parts and set yourself up for the beauty of it all, right? And then on week two is the frequency of truth. Yeah, so we'll be telling story. We might be telling your origin story at this point. The things the story that has always been all along in your heart that you want to share with your world, and you tap into the frequency of truth. This is what I call when you operate from the space of like you walk through life as yourself and you have nothing to hide. Like no more hiding, no more mask. And this is literally how I create over like $500,000 in my business. Like literally every time I share something truthful and like I have the courage and bravery to share something truthful to me in that moment for the things that matter, clients come. Clients come, right? And I didn't realize this for a very long time. I fully realized it's like looking back and I'm like, oh my God, literally within 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks of me sharing some of my deepest, darkest truth on the internet, like flow of clients coming in, right? And so what does it mean to be in the frequency of truth? And this week is about sharing your truth, facing your truth, expressing your truth, telling your story about your truth. What is true and real for you, right? And then week three is about our movement being the main character of our life, leading from that space, taking the lead, taking wild action. Like the note that I left for the guy at the co-working space, like the past me would have never done that. It's such a small thing, but I was so scared of rejection. I was so scared that I'm not good enough that I've even never had the courage to write or to say hello to someone that I find attractive, right? So however the leave look like for you, this is where we take the leave, because where we're leading from that space, embracing the main character energy, moving through life as the main character, as someone who have a story to live and a story to tell later, leading your movement, right? And then the finale that we have on our last week together, it's gonna be how to build billion dollars brand from your truth, stepping into the woman within you, her, the empress, the queen, the goddess, whoever it is, embracing all the part of you on this journey and building your brand, your $1 billion iconic brand from that space. And so that's what I have about 4 weeks together. I feel like looking at you. I'm so excited that we get to be here together. Thank you for finding this space. Thank you for finding me.